NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cowboys and the 49ers coming up next.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker rooms, and they're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And he'll be tackled just fine. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
To throw on 2nd and 6, White. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. White looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a gain of 6, but not enough as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
I thought he did what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
But that was definitely a surprise there. Handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
First and 10 for Montana and company. He finds his man complete. That's Young. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And
first down. They will look to throw. Montana. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Ball on the 10. The give is to Elliott. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 4 yards out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like to the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. is ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Back on offense, here come the Dallas Cowboys. A 6-10 campaign for them, Charles, in 2020. And Dak Prescott coming off the injury. He's got the ankle to deal with, the shoulder. Will he be ready for week 1? And if so, what will we see from Dak and the Cowboys this season?
Well, everything we're seeing and everything I'm hearing out of Frisco, Texas, where the Cowboys are based for preseason training, sounds like Dak's going to be okay for week 1. And what an opener at Tampa Bay, the defending Super Bowl champions against TB12 and the Buccaneers. But the bottom line for me is, with this team, how can they get better on defense? Can they get DeMarcus Lawrence going, rushing the passer? Can Micah Parsons as a rookie have a huge impact on defense as a linebacker? And then, of course, the secondary, can they hold up? If they get better on defense, with this offense, they've got a chance to win the NFC East.
Now it's Dorsett. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, White. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco, the 49ers coming back out here on offense. CD, last year disappointing for San Francisco, 6-10, but you chalk a lot of that up to the injuries. In week 2 against the New York Jets, it was almost like they lost half their roster. Some of those guys never came back. So what do you expect from them now with a healthier roster heading into this season?
I expect them to contend again. And remember, they won the Super Bowl just a couple of seasons ago. I expect them to get back to that type of a level if everyone is healthy and available to play. Jimmy Garoppolo will start at quarterback. The rookie Trey Lance, they spent a lot of capital to get him at the number 3 pick. He will get sprinkled in early, and he may take over before the season is done. Nick Bosa comes back at defensive end, the former Rookie of the Year, to key the pass rush. And I don't know that there's a better linebacker in the game than middle linebacker Fred Warner. This is a team that bears watching.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Montana. incomplete. It's Clark. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the first down.
One there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
Here's Montana to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw is Montana. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run the draw with Dorsett. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's White. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. The Niners set to take over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Montana. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down, let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now White. They dump it off, complete to Dorsett. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, If you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustles to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching it more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Montana. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. White now. A final shot before break. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Now here comes the Dallas defense as they work their way back onto the field.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction with maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, CD something that we've done for a number of years as the season gets going is we get predictions on each side. Let's start with the AFC. Who do you have in 2021 as your division winners?
Well, let's go to the East, and I think Buffalo repeats, although New England, they got better in the offseason, and despite starting a rookie quarterback in Mac Jones, I think they'll make a nice run at the Buffalo Bills this year. In the North, what a battle you have there. Three-way. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I like Baltimore to still win the division, but Cleveland will be right there, and Pittsburgh will make a run at the playoffs. In the South, I think it's Tennessee's division to lose. Indianapolis had a number of injuries in the offseason, and, Jacksonville and Houston, they're trying to get there. And then out West, it's still Kansas City. But I love what the Los Angeles Chargers have done in the offseason.
All right, CD, and then if you had to pick, who do you have winning the AFC?
Well, I'm going to go against type here, Brandon, because teams aren't supposed to sustain as long as the Kansas City Chiefs have. But despite a retooled offensive line, I do think that they get back there again. What happened to them in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, that serves as great motivation. They want to get back and atone themselves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, Montana. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Intended that time for Cooper, but it'll be 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it'll be Dorsett. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They set up the screen to Dorsett. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
2nd and 4.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Jones on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now White with a first down throw. It's Hill, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49ers 33-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On the give, this is Dorsett. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now Dorsett, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
30-yard line. I'll pick up with 2 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. White. Throw left side complete. That's Pearson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Not much there, only a yard.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run. It's Dorsett. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds, that's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's complete over the middle to Clark. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You better be ready next time.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
The play fake, now White. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. White. Connecting with Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, it's White. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.